guys, it's Emelia. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, join the party. Everyone is always invited. All you have to do is hit the little red subscribe button right down below. And today, I'm bringing you this summer look for oily skin because guys, I probably have the oiliest skin on the planet. But within this past year, I have discovered so many amazing products that literally have cut my oil production in half. I'm really excited to show you how I got this look, so let's just get on to the video. Okay, so first things first, we are going to start off with a clean face and freshly washed hands, and we put in this hair back. I always start off with a moisturizer, and I like using this one. Unlike normal moisturizers, when you put this on, it leaves your skin matte. You know how some moisturizers, while they're drying, like you see, you know, your face looks wet and greasy? This doesn't do that. And then I follow it up with eye cream. This is my absolute favorite eye cream. It is the Radiance Eye Cream with Royal Jelly by Burt's Bees. I personally use Neutrogena's Shine Control Primer. This has rice protein complex in it. It goes on completely matte. It minimizes the look of your pores, and personally, I notice a huge difference compared to when I don't use it and I do use it. This definitely helps control the oil on your skin all day. I just take a makeup sponge and I just apply some primer to the sponge, and then I just spot it on my face. And then I tap it in. I feel like your skin's able to absorb it rather than just smearing it on your face. You're actually pressing it into the skin and it's getting into your skin, which is what we want. So personally, I do not use a foundation. I remember I used to cake my face all throughout high school. It literally just made my face worse. It broke me out more. It made my skin not be able to breathe, which produced more sebum. So if you have oily skin, I highly recommend not putting on a foundation. So my routine involves a bareMinerals concealer. Just gonna take a very little bit, and then I'm going to take my bareMinerals, I believe this is the buffing brush. This also has changed my life. You need the combo of this brush and this concealer. And I'm gonna swirl and tap. And all I'm gonna do is I'm going to, instead of like buffing it like this into the skin, I'm going to be like buffing it stipple action into the skin. Okay, I'm gonna get a little closer for you guys so you guys can see. So I just take this concealer and I cover up any imperfections, red spots that I just don't want showing on my face. What I absolutely love about using powder, any kind of powder concealer, powder foundation when you have oily skin, is that throughout the day your foundation is just gonna look even better and better. As you produce more oil on your skin, it's just gonna help make the powder foundation more creamy, and it's just gonna give you just this most radiant appearance throughout the day. Okay, so after I'm done putting the concealer on, I like to put even more concealer on for any spots that are just having a really rough day. I'm using the Naked Skin by Urban Decay Full Correcting Fluid, and I just put some right on the back of my hand to let it kind of warm up. And all I do is literally just take my finger and put it on any areas I feel need just a little bit more help. And then after I'm done with that, I like to put a little bit more of the bareMinerals concealer on the spots I went over, just to make sure that the correcting fluid is set in place. And then next I'm going to be setting my concealer with the bareMinerals Mineral Veil. And I also like to put this anywhere where I know I have a super oily problem. I know it probably shines like the top of the Chrysler Building. So I always make sure to completely cover that in the Mineral Veil. And then I also like to kind of cover my entire chin with it as well. Okay, next we're going to go to the eyes. This is literally the holy grail for anybody with super oily lids. I'm actually also going to zoom in just a little bit so you can actually see what I'm doing to my eyes. I'm going to be taking the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Palette. And I absolutely love this eye palette, mostly because it literally stays on your lids all day, doesn't crease. I am in love. I'm just going to start off with a base. I'm going to be using this yellow base right here, and I'm going to be taking the e.l.f. blending brush to apply it all over my lid. And then I'm going to be taking this brown right here, taking a bit of that, and I'm going to be applying it. I'm going to start in circular motions at the outer corner of my eye, and then blending it into the crease. And I'm not actually putting it in my crease, I'm putting it right on top of my crease. And then after that, I'm going to be actually using this color and then this color right here. I'm gonna be combining the two. And I really like this because it creates a really sweet pink. And I'm just going to be taking it from the outer corner of my eye and kind of swiping it inwards, so that it kind of creates this almost ombre effect. And then also working it into the crease. And now I'm going to be taking the e.l.f. eyeshadow C brush, and I'm going to be putting it in this dark brown over here. And what I'm going to be doing with this is I'm going to be pressing it like a V in the outer corner. I'm going to make it look like a V and then slowly blend it kind of like a C shape. Hence why I'm using the C brush. Okay, and then I'm just gonna swirl a little bit and then blend it into the crease. And then to blend everything out, I'm gonna be taking my e.l.f. blending brush, dipping it right back into my first initial base, and then I'm going to just start in the corner and then kind of blend my entire lid. Okay, then I'm going to dip it into this light shade and then this light shade as well. And then start at the inner corner and blend it inwards. I really like doing this because it makes your inner corner look really, really bright, which is what you really, really want. It just gives a really nice effect. And then blending it towards like your outer corner, it just creates like a really nice natural gradient. And I'm even going to take a little bit of this and put it at the top brow bone. Now I'm going to be taking Maybelline's 24-Hour Color Tattoo in the shade number 5 to Cool. This really pretty white, and what I love doing is just taking my finger and putting it in the middle. I feel like it adds like just another dimension to my eye, and I also like taking it and putting it in the inner corners as well. If you've never heard about these cream eyeshadows, I highly, highly, highly recommend them for anybody with oily lids because these do not budge off of your eyes. Next, I'm going to be taking Beauty for Real's Eyeline 24/7 eyeliner in the shade Chocolate Fix. And I'm going to be lining my upper lash line first. And then I'm going to be kind of lining the outer lower third of my eye. I don't like going all the way under, just like in the outer third to kind of balance everything out. What I really like about this eyeliner is that it's really, really creamy, so it's super, super easy to go on. And again, it does not smudge. Like, let me do a little proof test for you. There's my line right there, okay? Nothing. Nothing. It does not smudge. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the cheekies, and I'm going to be using Benefit's Cheek Parade. A lot of people say that they don't actually like Benefit's Hoola Light. I freaking love it. So I usually put it in areas I kind of like as a base for contour, and then I kind of move it up onto my cheeks, because it just kind of gives your face a little bit more of a tan. Then I'm going to go into just Hoola and use this as a contour. Then I also like to take it and put it under my jawline to give my jawline just a little sharpness. And so I'm taking Tarte's Amazonian Clay 24-Hour Blush, and this is in the shade Pate. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of that. And I feel like I apply blush in the weirdest way. I first start right here, work my way up, and then work to my cheeks. And I like to stipple it in too. Is that weird? I really love this blush because it stays on all day, even if you have like super oily skin. My current favorite highlighter is TreStiQue's mini highlight stick in this shade Maldives Luminescent. So you could pretty much go like that. However, I just take my finger and then I just put a little bit on my cheekbones, on the tops of my cheekbones. Now I'm gonna go ahead and move on to my lashes. I know, I do like makeup in the weirdest order, I think. I don't know, I feel like a lot of people do it opposite of me. Anyway, I'm gonna be taking Dior Show's Maximizer 3D. I'm just going to be priming my lashes. I'm going to be using Too Faced Better Than Sex. This is the original mascara. I haven't tried the waterproof one, but I think with my eyelash primer, it stays on really, really well. I really, really like the formula in this. However, I don't like the wand. So after I apply that, I take my CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume. It's mostly like all out of mascara. I literally just use it for the wand because I feel like it separates the lashes so much. And I also use this for the bottom lashes. Okay, now moving on to the brows. I'm using Anastasia's Beverly Hills Perfect Brow Pencil in the shade Dark Brown. And you guys, I really love their spoolie. It brushes out your brows so nicely. Like, I am beyond impressed. I'm gonna use their pencil and I'm literally not gonna like go like this. I'm gonna just take it from the side. I feel like it just gives the most natural thing ever when you just kind of use it on its side. Do you see the difference in my... Okay, now that my brows are all filled in, I like to set it with Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water, bareMinerals, and this primer water. And last but not least is my Neutrogena Shine Control Powder. This is with Rice Protein Complex. It's part of the same line as the primer I used at the beginning is. And guys, this is my holy grail. Like, it just makes your face look so matte. I love it. It's perfect for touch-ups throughout the day. A little bit goes such a long way. Like, I really like using this after the primer water because I feel like the primer water just kind of gives a glowy sheen, and to me that just reminds me of Grace. So I like to tap it on right after. Okay, and the very last thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be putting on a brow gel to set these puppies. Anyway, I'm just going to be using e.l.f.'s, I think it's just the Lash and Brow Clear Gel. And I'm just gonna be setting it. This stuff works so amazingly, guys. Like, it keeps your brows in place. But I only use a very little bit because if you use more than a little bit, it makes your brows look a little like damp and not very cute. With this look, you are totally ready for the summer. Bring on the heat, guys, because this makeup is going to last. Alright, and that is the end of my video. I really hope you enjoyed this video of making sure your makeup stays where it's supposed to this summer and helps control any excess oils you may have this summer, which humidity is not your best friend when you have oily skin, let me tell you. So if you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. It really helps me and supports my channel. And if you want to see more of me, more reviews, more of just fun stuff, please subscribe to my channel by hitting the red subscribe button right down below. Alright, I hope you guys have a very beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye!